Hi everyone, it's Nicole and I'm here with Let's Get Hip Fridays. This is my third or fourth layout using the December Hip Kit. Not quite sure, I've been working with it for quite a while. I still have stuff in packaging um, just because I've not been organized lately. I've just been doing a lot of different things, and usually I get my kits organized and divided in iris containers, and I don't know, I just didn't have the time for that this month. I'm just kind of going sort of on the fly and grabbing sort of basically the kit was still in the box that it came in, and I was just saying, okay, what am I going to use now? And kind of flying by the seat of my pants, which, like I said, I'm not used to that. I like to be a little bit more organized, but it's been a little crazy. Now I am off for almost 2 weeks. I only work one shift in 2 weeks. So I am looking forward to, getting organized. And today's the 18th of January and I go back. I work one shift on the 26th and then I go back on the 2nd of February. So, it's going to be so nice just to have 2 weeks home. Uh, I am going to be working on my next class, which is scheduled to be released on January 29th, and it's going to be called Demystifying Clustering. And it's just to take that mystery out of, just to break it down, like what I think when I work on my clusters. So be looking out for that. That's coming in the next 2 weeks. And now back to this layout. Tell you the truth, I don't even know who that pattern paper's from. It's really nice. I believe it's Studio Calico, yes. And they only have numbers for their pattern papers, but I really like that white and aqua diagonal stripe. I'm going to mount the whole thing on some aqua cardstock. And I put some clear gesso down so that I could just add some ink to it without, kind of warping the background too bad. And I was going to mount the photo on some black cardstock with the photo being 4x6, but I'm liking trying different sizes of photos. I like the 4x6, but it's just nice to change it up because by changing the size of the photo really changes then how you layer and even the clustering, right? And that's all the different things that we're going to be talking about too in the class. So I just had some leftover cardstock that I had used from a previous layout, and I mounted on black. Now I'm going to mount my photo again on this aqua cardstock, and I know I'm going to mount my whole pattern paper to this, so I'm just going to cut out the middle and then save on some cardstock. I know once we become a scrapbooker, we become a collector, so we all have tons of stuff, especially if you've been doing it for a few years. I understand if you just started off, it takes a bit to accumulate, but I've been doing this for, my son is 16, so 17 and a half years. And man, I've collected a bunch of stuff, but I still like to preserve because I look at it as it is my retirement fund. You know how we put away money for retirement? Well, this is my retirement fund for when I retire, and then I'll have tons of stuff to scrap, and because we're going to be more on a limited budget, so then I'll be able to scrap with all the stuff that I have. And I don't mind using older stuff at all. Actually, I love scrapping with older stuff too. And if you watch my channel, I have Watercolor Wednesdays, which I always use, older collections. Sometimes I use newer ones. And then Scrap Your Stash Saturday, that's all stuff that is quite a few years old. Now I am using a Shimmers, probably a Creamies, that one. It doesn't look very shimmery. It's either a Creamies or an Inkling. And what it is paint that is dried up. And that's a good thing because then it's going to last forever. And when you want to use it, you reactivate it. And it says that's how it's supposed to be used. You reactivate it with a bit of water and then you let it sit for a few minutes, and then you stir it up, and the top coat activates and you get some color. And what I do is, before I put them away, I let them dry up all the way. So then that way it's going to keep doing that. I just want the top layer to moisten up and use the color, and then that way I don't have to, it's just going to last forever. And so I used the packaging technique. Then I also used a brush and just did some splatters with it, and it just adds a bit of texture to the background without adding too much. Now I'm going to add some layers. Actually, I only add one layer of pattern paper, and it's this pattern paper right here. And it's beautiful. It's light aqua on one side with soft little aqua flowers. Even though it's a boy page, once it's cut down, you can't really tell that it's, flowers. So I'm okay with that. Now I'm looking for some embellishments, and where I only got the main kit, and I got the color kit, but the color kit, it's mainly stuff to color, not a lot of embellishments. I did bring in stuff from my stash. I brought in the Maggie Holmes Shine Collections, the die cut pack, and then this Maggie Holmes rub-on sheet, and that's quite old, and I'm going to use it with using up this kit. And there's this camera that is like a nice teal color. I mean, that coordinates with it totally. And then, words like details and always, and then there's a little leaf, and then the word I love everything about this. It's the little things, our stories. So I'm using all kinds of rub-ons from that sheet. And then from the Maggie Holmes Shine Collection, there is a little die cut that is a zebra. Now, this wasn't at the zoo. This was at the park. But that day we had gone both places. We had gone at the zoo and at the park with Mason. And it kind of goes with my journaling because, like I said, that day we had taken him to the zoo first, and then we had gone and had lunch, and then we took him to the park, and then we came home and had supper, we came home and I had things to do at home, and my husband's family were having a barbecue with his aunts and uncles and everything, and I had things, I think I was working the next morning or something, and I had things to get ready. So Dave took Mason to that, and it was like a family party, and there was, tons of people, and Mason loves being amongst people. He's a really sociable little boy. So my journaling goes like this. After a long day of going to we had gone to Josh's school first, the zoo and the park, and then that party. On the way home, I put, you said to Pappy, 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 it was a good day. And I put that in my journaling, and I put, you're so cute. I mean, for him to, at 2.5 years old, to realize that, he had done a bunch of stuff and that was considered a good day. I thought that was so cute. So that's going to be the title of my page, is going to be Good Day. And I'm going to bring some alphas from my stash to write that in. And I also am going to use a tag from the Maggie Holmes collection and some rub-ons right there at the top. And then I'm going to layer the tag right over top. And I make sure that you can see there's 3 circles, but because I want that cluster to feel connected, I put the tag over top the 3rd circle, and it just peeks out from the underneath the tag, so it makes it connected. Then there was a little leaf rub-on, and I kind of make it so it comes from beneath of it. And then on top of that, I'm going to rub on the word details. And there was, like I said, a whole bunch of rub-ons, and I was able to use quite a bit of rub-ons on here. And I love that. I love being able to use a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm just looking at some more rub-ons. There was a die cut that said love, and I'm going to end up using that. Now in the kit there was the chipboard sheet that was from Maggie Holmes, and so I'm going to use a few of those. One of them says 365 and a little heart, and that's the only two that I used. And I'm still fussing with those rub-ons. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put everything. So I put the zebra, so that's the beginning of a cluster, and then I put the camera over top. I love stacking stuff, so I put the camera over top, and then I put the flower where it touches part of the tag of the zebra, and then over the camera. And then I haven't taken that out yet, but then I am going to put that love right over the zebra, so again it connects everything all together. And now I'm going to put another little cluster at the top there. It says it's the little things, and that's what I'm rubbing on the page right now. And then again, to make that stack even higher, I'm using that rub-on that says always. And then I'm going to add a few more word stickers, and the word stickers are from Pink Paisley, I believe, and they were from a couple months ago. They're sitting there to the side there. They're transparent. They're aqua with gold lettering. I'm going to use some of those, and because I didn't use up the October kit, I had quite a bit of stuff left, so I'm making sure that I'm using it with, bringing it forward with the hip kits. Now, what did I want to talk about? Yes, one of my goals for this year is to journal as I'm doing the layout. Now, what I want to do is, which I didn't do for this kit, but I want to do is prepare the kits like I used to, separate them by pages, page kits, and embellishments, choose the photos, then do my journaling right away on some recipe cards. And that's something that I got to go get this weekend, because I did my December daily and I used a lot of the recipe cards. So I got to go to the dollar store and just grab some recipe cards so I can start doing that again. I'm just going to get the smaller one, not the big 4x6. And then, you get like, I don't know, 100, 200 for $1. And then I can get organized that way. And then when I'm doing the videos, I can just take out that little recipe card and I can do the journaling right away. And for me, it saves a lot of time. And I used to do that when I went to crops, because I get so involved with the chatting with everybody that if I don't get page kits done and I don't do my journaling done, I'll come home and I'll have nothing done. So I need to make sure that I get stuff like that done ahead, but not only for crops, but also when I do the videos, because I have to take a picture of all the layouts that I have to journal on. And my goal last year was to journal on 15 pages a month. I did it for maybe 6 months, and then it kind of went on the wayside. I didn't get it done. I mean, I still got 15 times 5, which is still a lot, but all the layouts of last year that I did current, which was 180 layouts, a lot of those aren't journaled on. A lot of them are. I was better than I was the year before, but this year I want to be totally good. And I have to say, this is layout 8 or 9, and all 9 layouts are journaled on. And that's the way I want to keep the year going. And so that's what I want to do in order to keep that goal, is to journal on these recipe cards in order to do it. Now, I used some sticky keys from October Afternoon, and I just added there right underneath that die cut with the zebra, and that's the title, Good Day. Another thing I noticed is I don't stamp the day on my layouts, and then, which is fine, when I'm doing the layout, I know exactly when this happened, but when I look at it 6 months later, I'm like, when was that? So I need to stamp on my layouts when I do them, put the date on it, and then it's done. So journal and date that needs to be done. And when you see the close-ups on this layout, the journaling is done. I don't know if I did it while I was on video because I'm not prepared with the little recipe cards yet. I don't think I did it on video, but I did it. It's done before I took the pictures of the layout done. I had done my journaling, and it's not a lot of journaling. It's just to, just to kind of remember a little thing like that. I mean, that was so cute for him to say that because he had had a fun-filled day, that it was a good day. And that's the kind of stuff that I want to remember later on, and I want him to read about too. So here are some close-ups of all the embellishment clusters. And if you're enjoying these videos, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe. I have over 530 videos, process videos for you to watch. So thank you so much for watching. Bye.